Hello, how are you? My name is Elena Martinez Bautista. I'm 24 years old. I studied at the Universidad Filadelfia de México, Campus Papantla. I'm 28th semester. What is the voucher to Educacion, the software thinking and especially English too. We started with teacher Efraín Jaime Morales Vázquez. The topic we will talk about is how can we learn English? Come on. The teacher explains the software the audio in English talk. Current in the population of the people have habitually have coverage and influence the aspect we learn the English and the software to generate time into language. Unfortunately, we contact without but practicing to form thinking of otros aspects. They do not generate to continue for forcing the we learning with English is. Learning English is not hazard to tell sometime for rational to we can to have a practice he motivate and for the concept mastery the language. For example, we can learn English, listen the music in English, the listening for to write the listening, the word and about I we can learn the English. We translate text of the videos, dialogues, or research translate forma de English to Spanish. Enciendan understand meaning we word things also to know language another aspect and home to sequence the learning English the raw connectors. We consider the third word and language we can merge, flow with other people. The foreign we can sound to sounds with words and count something that might to words the 90 and difficult for some come to the pronunciations. The correlating than sometimes we might is different forms and here's the correlate. Also the another the important aspect in how the learning is new verbs. The are something conjuntos in are the structure the time to are the action. They come to master to high aspect to we have to see to comment the generative according to the function of the content. New can will to understand new to learn the English that is very the start. The fluid one and sporting they turn the can learn the English from the basic to most complex language. 1. Phonetic and pronunciation 2. Common word and price for the people. Home to grain, new home common home to specialist of other the people. 3. Diversity components, nouns, adjective, article, and property. 4. Structure the form sentence. with hard the verbs and often the full sentences to structure. 5. Personal pronunciation. Die sorbete sein die often the 6. Verbs and are the most important to language the forms tenses and modes. It isn't necessary an element to understand we lecture the word to language. English reality was is new and is the important aspect the people to generate more light of interest in learning. Dialogue and practice know people of the world you can see for the influence of the commotion, especially the English. Example: audio start also to describe the sounds and noise to allow the home of the hearsay to cover the heart. Any digital the information we especially the music studied for the player to run a computer the new and audio flight the sound the field. The audio lingual we turn the can a popular approach to forensic the aspect is unnecessary structure to play the porter to run the main the class. Audio language structure especially for language with the correct pronunciation and the grammar. Some audio language activities demand the repetition and repetition studying, correct the formats and study the noun at the language tune and style tune. Because to format the emphasis to format the people, language to format the audio language, we format the present, the grammar, the vocabulary, we taught the dialogues. The teacher the first and read the first the dialogue or present with the recording the pronunciation the sounds. Encouraging some students the repeated head line on to dialogue after the feeds to present usually memorizing and trauma the repetition. Also the audio language practice the activities. Science taught the hand the language to teach the typical city from the sound the grammatication the empathy is now real. A student usually the recitative the practice the substitution can format the activities to handle the language with home the some the records. They answer to short learn to read the language with the smart written the transformation and cancellation that shown to the sun the aspect the singular for to handle the sentence. The simple of the four can change the most in English. Simple. We call it hard, we got inside the wind, oh, words and that is fine. Just to marry, just to free. The simple of the country, the English, the language that you can activate, the repetition, the personality, tone, constancy, the repetition, the grammar to forth. The simple of the heart. We are in a hue, I love the last secure. We are in a hue. The simple of the people, lessons the home, practice the audio, the connector, the microphone, the Twitter and YouTube, and comparten visuality for and commuting the English, format the frame, practice the audio, and commuting the connector para application to further the sound, the pronunciation, the learning to code. Then some of the tone to tell the teacher thank you the comments. That. Conclusion. English we want the personal for important than humans, based because correct the language that we also the for the community for and community structure once community design to language so home and for the far. English can we also defer the more basic and word is will the structure for sentences the pronunciation verbs branching and objecting the adverb we conduct the intuition the audio in class we repetition the format the design we have the cue learning and point the practice the whole daily lives like constantly die and repetitive for and apprenticing to form the file. Goodbye. Thank you, teacher. Por ejemplo, de music en audio de inglés. When the hombre dice soy de when the tanto roba tanto de fly. When the tanto son de corte on the tanto words and last and they use no. Every little smoke of baby water was it's going down. And where the better turns the world around. Let's raise one side for you. Oh, lost and things are lost on you. Oh, let's rejoice the lost on you. Oh, so far that you your lost in you. Oh, let it be your lost on you. It's a loss on you. It's a loss on you. Filo de ejemplos de música, de audio de telephones and receptor de uniperson, you audio de repetición, de practice de memory, the song de canción de música, de English, de Spanish. We practice daily and constantly repetition para processing my memory content. Bye.